Phnom Penh Council President pushes for promotion of vaccination. President of Phnom Penh Capital Council Mob Sarin called all Phnom Penh Council members to cooperate with relevant officials and promote vaccination for all citizens. SATCA says higher tobacco taxes will reduce smoking. Southeast Asia Tobacco Control Alliance has said that raising taxes on tobacco products will reduce the use and help save lives. In Cambodia, this means the move could help over 2 million smokers quit the habit and prevent 15,000 deaths a year. Crash in family incomes during COVID-19 will increase inequality for generations. At least 2/3 of households with children have lost income since the COVID-19 pandemic hit 2 years ago, according to a joint report published on March 9 by the UN Children's Agency, UNICEF, and World Bank. Omicron and having a COVID-19 infection more than once. Post-Parliament UK has reported that some people will experience a COVID-19 infection more than once during the course of the pandemic, called a reinfection. Crying wolf. Deported Thai worker claims gang wanted to harvest her organs. In the latest saga involving a foreigner claiming to be a victim of criminals, Cambodian police are now investigating a scenario described by a Thai woman who says she fell victim to an organ trading gang after being tricked into coming to the kingdom to work for a Chinese company. Outrage over fake news about vaccines' leukemia link. The Ministry of Health yesterday flatly rejected false and inaccurate information, which could be viewed as an attempt to sabotage the vaccination campaign, that Sinovac and Sinopharm vaccines can cause leukemia. Working blind when reporting on scientific truth regarding COVID-19. The COVID-19 pandemic has brought journalists into a new height of challenge, such as the lack of scientific knowledge and the difficulty of identifying scientific truth concerning COVID-19, said Cambodian Center for Independent Media, CCIM. Health Ministry. No sign that COVID-19 situation has improved in Cambodia. Or Van Dien, Secretary of State of the Ministry of Health, has issued a stark warning to Cambodians that, if they do not work hard to prevent the spread of the virus, cases will increase from 3-digit daily totals to 4-digit ones. ASEAN COVID-19 Table 11 March 2022. ASEAN as a whole has reported more than 23.30 million COVID-19 cases. Of this, more than 3.39 million are active cases as of March 11. Molnupiravir is for treating COVID-19 patients, not a preventive drug. Molnupiravir is a drug used to treat COVID-19 patients. It is not a drug used to prevent getting infected with COVID-19. WHO reviews vaccine performance against SARS-CoV-2 variants of concern. The World Health Organization, with the support of the Technical Advisory Group on COVID-19 Vaccine Composition, TAG-COVAC. Chinese PLA cooperates with Cambodian military and many others in COVID-19 fight. The Chinese People's Liberation Army has played an active role in the global fight against COVID-19, while fully supporting domestic epidemic containment, a military spokesperson said Wednesday. Japan supports Cambodia's capacity building of youth and community health promotion. The government of Japan has agreed to provide $1,093 million to build youth capacity and promote community health, sanitation and hygiene in 2 Cambodian provinces, under the framework, the Grant Assistance for Japanese NGO Projects. Japanese Foreign Minister Fumio Kishida plans to visit Cambodia. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida is planning on visiting India and Cambodia during the 3-day holiday in Japan from March 19, in a move to seek cooperation in dealing with the Russia-Ukraine crisis, Japanese government sources said Thursday. Cambodia recovers war-left aerial bomb from riverbed in central Kampong Tom province. A Cambodian explosive ordnance disposal diving team has safely removed a war-left unexploded US Mark 82, Mk-82 bomb from the Stung Sen River in the central Kampong Tom province, a mine clearance chief said on Thursday. Cambodia to receive 523,000 doses of AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine from Hungary. Hungary is sending 523,000 doses of the AstraZeneca coronavirus vaccine to Cambodia in an effort to further aid the worldwide fight against the pandemic, Foreign Minister Peter Sujarto said on Thursday. Cambodia's UN envoy rejects allegations on civil freedom. Cambodia's permanent representative to the United Nations office in Geneva has rejected allegations that freedom for non-governmental organizations or NGOs in the country remains restricted. Provide justice and not just gifts, CPP officials told. Minister of Interior and a ruling Cambodian People's Party, CPP, Vice President Sa Keng, has instructed the party's grassroots officials to focus on providing justice to local people and not rely on providing gifts to win their support amid the upcoming commune election. Broader role for women in demining operations. Cambodian Mine Action and Victim Assistance Authority, CMAA, launched a workshop yesterday to strengthen the role of women in the country's demining effort. From the first COVID-19 death 1 year ago today, toll now stands at a mostly unvaccinated 3,044. It was on this date a year ago when the deadly COVID-19 claimed the first life in Cambodia, and ever since the number of fatalities rose to 3,044. Improving the lives of Khmer Rouge survivors. Survivors of the Khmer Rouge period are among the most vulnerable people in Cambodia because of their health conditions, disabilities, poor education and socio-economic status compared to the rest of the country. Drop in road accidents observed across the country in February. There has been a drop in the number of road accidents across the country in February compared to the previous month, according to a source from the Department of Traffic Police and Public Order. Man arrested over child's murder. Military police in Banteay Meanchey province yesterday arrested a suspect over the killing of an 8-year-old girl in Poi Pot City. White dove statue to be built on Phnom Vore. A statue of a dove will be built in Phnom Vore mountain in Kep province, in remembrance of those who died during the war. Rise in dengue cases expected because of climate change. With a change in weather pattern, Cambodians have been told to brace for a rise in dengue cases this year. JICA's development projects in Cambodia. Supporting the efforts of the Royal Government of Cambodia's Ministry of Education, Youth and Sport, JICA has provided several projects through multiple mechanisms to respond to the priorities of the country's teacher education reform. Red Plus project benefits 200 families in Koh Kong. At least 200 families in Koh Kong province have their livelihoods improved thanks to Savannah Baitong project, funded by the sale of carbon credits through the Cardamom Red Plus project. Court resumes trial of Rainsy and Theory. Phnom Penh Municipal Court continued the trial yesterday of former opposition leader Sam Rainsy and 41 others including Seng Theory. They were accused of disrupting social order.